enlisting, I quit high school and to join the Marines and go to Korea because there was a war on and I wanted to serve, so I did. And then they sent us to San Diego to go to boot camp. I was there for 13 weeks, and that was pretty good. They told us that there was going to be some of us that wouldn't make it, that they were going to wash us out. And we all said, yeah, sure. And I don't think that one guy was ever washed out. And the Navy, we got on a Navy ship, a landing craft, and they took us over there, and I got off at Soko-High, Korea, 3rd of October 1951. And we went over on the from Kobe on the Menifee. That was the land. That was the boat that took the troops. I didn't have any officer in charge. We got up there and there was just 9. I had me and 8 other guys in the section, and the section was supposed to be 19 people. Yeah, we were pretty shot up. The buddy I had with me, I says, I'm calling in an airstrike. He says, you? I said, yeah, I'm a sergeant. He says, well, I don't know. But I called up regiment, and they said, what do you want? And I said, I want an airstrike. We're pinned down by machine guns. And the guy patched me back to division, and division patched me back to the carrier. And the guy on the carrier says, what do you want? And I says, I want 2 Corsairs with napalm, and here's where I want it dropped. And I told him, and he says, 5 minutes they'll be there. 5 minutes they came in, dropped their napalm. They did their job. And I don't remember if I said thank you or if I ever answered him back. We had good officers on the base. When I got overseas and they sent these second lieutenants over there, they maybe be with us for 3 months and then they'd transfer them. Well, where in the hell were they going? And we're still online, and we get a new one, and sometimes he wouldn't even come online. We got a first lieutenant from the Second World War. Well, this sergeant, he'd been in the Second World War, and when he went back to school, they made him a lieutenant, so he became first lieutenant. And they sent him over there. He was the best, one of the best officers we ever had. I mean, that guy, I was sitting on line one night up on this mountain. It was about 30, 40 below zero. I heard the crunch, crunch in the snow, and I flicked my safety off of my M1, and he says, Lewis, don't shoot me. I'll never forget that. If he hadn't have said that, I'd probably shot him. The next night, or a couple nights later, they were going to, I didn't know this, but before they'd charge us, they'd beat their drums and blow their bugles, and then they'd charge us. It was like the Japs in the Second World War. Yeah.
You got off the boat with a buddy?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Tom Smith.
And he was in your same division?
Yeah, we were together for a while. And they transferred him to headquarters company because he could type. I took typing in high school, and I put that down on my resume I gave them. But they never paid any attention to it until I was transferred out to Tent Camp 1, and we ran out of troops to take through. And the top sergeant says, "Lewis, I see you took typing in school." I said, "Yes." And he says, "Okay, you're going to set up the next company." And I thought, me, of all people? What I did, as the troops came in and they'd filled her in, I'd ask them, which service were you in? One guy said, "I was in the Air Force." I said, "Okay, and you worked in the office?" He said, "Yes, you bet I did." And I said, "Okay, you can type. You're going to type up all these guys' records and leave cards and so on, and I'll check them when you get done." And so I never had to touch a typewriter. I had a guy do it for me. I didn't get a bunch of names. And I found that it was kind of good if you don't get too close to the people, because you don't know what's going to happen. And that's what, when I got over there online, the guys were the same way. They said, all we want to know is your name." That was enough.
But I'm wondering, when you're on the line, do you guys have a chance to relax at all, even when you're on the line?
Well, they set you up with a partner so that when you were in a bunker or in a hole, at night you're supposed to, so we kidding, sleep for 2 hours, and then you relieve the other guy for 2 hours, and then you're back and forth. But the way the communists were working, you didn't sleep at night.
No.
One night we used up all of our ammo. We were shooting M1s, and I shot a hole about, it must have been, I had 160 some rounds, and I fired all of them. And in the morning, the guys up the line hollered at me and said, "We need some ammo." I said, "I'll get them for you." They sent us to Seoul for 3 days. 3 days. Not much you can do in 3 days.
You guys probably tried to do it, though.
Drink. We drank a lot of beer.
You remember what beer that was?
Huh?
Korean. What is the Korean beer?
No, I don't know. They brought Budweiser.
Oh, they brought it in, huh?
Yeah, they shipped it in.
Yeah, okay.
Didn't have much money, because I'd get my pay and I'd put in a check and send it home.
Oh.
Yeah. I sent a lot of money home. Well, enough that my dad wrote me and said, one of the guys that I'd worked with wanted to sell his Harley, big 61. It was a 50, 1950, 61. And anyway, I had enough money in the bank. I said, "Draw it out and buy it." I think I gave him $500 or $600.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Why'd you have to leave so soon, yeah? Why'd you have to go? Why'd you have to leave me when I needed you the most? 'Cause I don't really know how to tell you without feeling much worse. I know you're in a better place, but it's always gonna hurt. Carry on, give me all the strength I need to carry on. It's been a long day without you, my friend,